Hello everybody, it's the Schmule coming at you. Hey, I gotta tell y'all a quick story, man. It's just coming in my mind. When I got over 13, man, on the holidays and summers, man, I wanted to go see my mom. Why? I'll tell you one thing, when I went to go see her, boy, I thought I was grown. I could do whatever the hell I wanted to do, man. Really. This is the truth. I'd go see my mom. She'd pick me up from the train station. That'd be about the last time I seen her until I needed something. I'd call her and she'd carry me to the grocery store. But I had my own apartment, man. I was like, shine. I could do whatever I wanted to do. My mother had a damn boyfriend. His name was Bobby. And my mother would take me over to their house sometimes. I did not like this guy, Bo. I mean, I couldn't stand the sight of him. He'd shake my hand. I'd try to break his hand off. I did not like that dude one bit. I hated him, to be honest with you. But anyway, my mom would take me over there and he'd talk to me. And there's one particular time, I had a friend, his name was Calvin. Calvin was about 6'4", tall, skinny guy, but he was my friend. Me and him, we'd hang out at the apartment when my mom wasn't there, and if we didn't have no food, me and him would we'd get some food. It wasn't like getting food around here when you know where I grew up at, when you didn't have you couldn't go to your cousin and pick no okra or get some squash or get some damn cucumbers, or go in the woods and kill you a squirrel or go hunting and kill your deer. Up there in Jersey, if you didn't have nothing to eat, Bo, them fellas, they called it vicking. Hey, let's go do some vicking. I'm like, what the hell is vicking? I've learned out real quick what it was. Them boys would go stealing. I'm like, damn, I don't like stealing. I never liked doing that. But when you hanging with the boys, and you're young, you do what the boys do. Now, to tell you the truth, I never stole nothing, but I was just as guilty. They go steal a bunch of stuff, and then I would take the stuff, and I'd go sell it. Really did. I'd sell that stuff, man. I never liked doing that, man, but that's the environment I was in. Anyway, but Calvin was my friend. At least during the time, me and him got through a lot of situations together and got out of them. But anyway, I'll tell you more about Calvin as we go on here. So this one particular time, I think it was on Christmas, man, and my father didn't really celebrate Christmas too tough, but my mother did. Ooh. With Bobby and her, that man Bobby had a daughter and a son. My mother she was the mother to them cats, I guess. I never liked it. Anyway, my mom took me over there, and they had food and partying, and I was like, wow, maybe it ain't so bad. And Bobby said to me, he said, Randolph, when your mom and everybody leave, they're gonna go somewhere. I'm gonna go over here into Philly. He lived in a town called Deptford, New Jersey. And he said, I'm gonna go to Philly, man, and get you, I'm gonna let you, he said, I'm gonna introduce you to something for Christmas. I'm like, what? This is a nice guy. He said, yes, sir, Randolph. I'm gonna introduce you to the glass pipe. I said, all right, man. I said, Bobby, I really appreciate that, man. I really didn't like you too much, man, but man, you were all right. So he said, all right, well, I'm gonna go with my friends and I'll be back a little bit later and I'll bring it to you. Hey, listen, Randolph, man, you're gonna smoke that glass pipe together tonight. I said, all right. Yes, sir, that sounds good. I'm like, yes. So he left, and Calvin, my friend, was there. He said, Randolph, he said, did you hear what that son bitch said? I said, hell yeah, Calvin, around, man, you can smoke it with me too. He's gonna get the glass pipe, man. We're gonna smoke the hell out of it. I'm thinking of a peace pipe or something. I don't know what's a glass pipe. Calvin said, Randolph, that son of a bitch is going to try to turn you into a fiend. I'm like, what are you talking about, Calvin? He said, I'm telling you, Randolph, the glass pipe, that's freebase. I said, what? He said, I'm telling you, Randolph, he's going to try to turn you into a fiend. And Calvin said, let me tell you something, Randolph. He said, you see them people in the streets in Camden that when we ride by, they just walking around like they, and I always call them monsters, drug monsters. I said, yeah. Now, this is before crack come out now. This is a little bit before crack had come out. It was, back then, it was free. You buy cocaine and you take and cook it on the damn table with some damn baking soda, and you turn it into a rock. Now, I had no idea. And when Calvin told me that, I said, are you serious? He said, Randolph, that's somebody just trying to turn you into a fiend. He said, I'll tell you what, man, you're going to beat his ass. I said, Calvin, you have no idea. I've been wanting to beat his ass from day one. He said, well, Randolph, man, we're going to destroy his ass. And we're going to tear his car up. I said, you damn right. Listen, that boy Calvin saved my life from that, because when that man came back with that crack, I was waiting for him in the house. I said, hey man, Bobby, I'm so glad you got, and this is when my damn training kicked in. I said, hey man, I'm so glad you brought me to that damn crack. I mean, not crack. I said, I'm so glad you're going to let me smoke that glass pipe with you. Come on in the house. I'm at his house, mind you. So he comes home. I'm in the doorway. I had my arm on the damn doorpost, and Calvin's in the damn back. And when he walked, he wasn't very tall. I was about 6 foot, and he was probably 5'7". So when he walked up underneath my arm to get in that house, I just let my arm go behind his damn neck. I put him in the Cobra clutch. I'm talking about full lockdown. Rampage, mad as hell, you messing with my mama mode. My mama divorced my daddy mode. Calvin, I ain't sure if you my friend mode, but you saved me from becoming a fiend mode. Boy, I strangled him, man. I got his feet, I leaned back, got his damn feet to leave the earth, bro. Started shaking his ass. And then I didn't let him go till a ragdoll mode. When he went in limp mode, ragdoll mode, I said, okay, he's had enough of that right there, and I let him down. I kicked him in his face, man. I kicked him in his eyes, hit him in his eyes. I went out to his car, took my damn baseball bat, and busted all his windows, man. Hey, listen, poured sugar in his gas tank, man. And I told my mom later on, I said, Mom, I said, are you my mom? I said, do you love me, Mom? She said, yeah. I said, well, your husband's fucked up, Mom. Your boyfriend's fucked up. He might be dead. You better go inside and check on him. I might have killed him. Man, my mom went in there, and she slammed she hollered at me, and she slammed the damn door. Nevertheless, I was very disappointed, man, my friends. And I said, well, I be damn. I wasn't expecting that. Well, hey, listen. Sometimes in life as a young man or a woman, your mom and dad might have a child, and it could be you. And you may hear them say shit like arguing amongst themselves, and it seems like they don't even care about you. They call you a mistake. You know, you weren't supposed to come out, and then they breaking up and getting back. A lot of times, them young people that are parents, they young my mother was young when she had us. My dad was old enough to know better, but he brought her to a city that he grew up in and she didn't. And those differences will cause major problems, man. If you don't have a lot in common with your spouse and you take her to a place that she ain't from and she ain't used to those people, she ain't gonna stick around. And if she does, you'll have hell to pay. I think the scriptures say you're better off living in the corner of an attic than to be with a woman that ain't happy. And that's true. And that's how it was with my mom and dad. And apparently, he was hurt. But when you think don't nobody care about you, you do have a father. And for me, I believe in one creator, one divine creator who created this earth and everything on it. And I respect him. And I don't go places like Camden, New Jersey, and places like that, because it's too much concrete, man. You got to put your feet on the ground. You got to be grounded. I'm an older fella, and I'm in my 50s. I tell these stories, man, because some of you people might have been told you it was a mistake. Your mom and dad say you were a mistake, and they treat you like shit. So what? Who cares how they treat you? Just remember this: the Shmuel loves you, and Yahweh loves you. The creator of this earth loves you. Just like he made this dirt, these trees, and these birds, and these bees, he made you better to have dominion over this earth. Don't worry about them parents, because they got to live with how they treat you and what they do. That's on them. And you can have some great stories to tell like I got, man. And I'm going to tell you a bunch more, because I care about people, bro. You know, I was raised to give a damn. Now, I got in a lot of trouble. Ooh, did I get in some trouble trying to figure this thing out? I went from here to yonder, you know, from Carolina to daggone Cuba to Turkey, Spain, all these places, raising hell. I met a damn ghost one time in Boston. I sure did. I'll tell you all about her one day. Her name was Sarah. I've been all around the world, but I can tell you this. Don't worry about how you get treated by nobody else. Love yourself, man, and love the Creator. Respect the Creator. I hope.